While the twin-stick neon shooter never really left us, it did seem to go into hibernation as people explored other opportunities beyond simple flashy visuals and explosions. Hyperlight by Catfish Blues Games dips back into this well, but the end result is something far more unique than the typical shooter, as it manages to rekindle the joy of blasting ray-traced enemies. Though perhaps saying blasting is a bit of a misnomer, as you'll find yourself needing to ram into enemies to kill them. Of course, there's a catch to take into account, as you can only ram enemies if you're in light speed mode, which in turn depletes an energy bar while the mode remains active. Ordinarily, players control their ship and dodge enemies within the limited area by tilting their eye device. However, tilting a little further than usual activates light speed mode, turning it off again if you return to simple relaxed tilting instead. Getting the transition down to a science isn't easy, but learning how to conserve your energy while dodging enemies in normal mode is incredibly satisfying and worth the trials and tribulations getting there. Although there are two game modes, arcade mode acts more like a progressive tutorial, allowing players to start at specific difficulty levels once they've mastered the earlier ones. To mix things up from simple AI opponents, boss and mini-boss creatures are added into the game, each with their own strategies and required methods for destruction, while regular enemies feature some unique twists, as well as enemies that create trails that can only be avoided in light speed mode. Power-ups and bonuses constantly scatter the level, providing ample opportunities for increasing your score while adding some eye candy to the experience. Hyperlight is a feast for the senses and a worthy successor to the twin-stick shooters that led up to this title. While the learning curve is likely to put off some players, the challenge is well worth tackling head-on, and is recommended for those after something a bit more exciting than the usual shooter. This has been Andrew with AppSpy.com. We review, you decide.